Welcome back to Nurture Body and Soul. This is day 5 of our Come Home to Your Body series. And today we are talking about one of the most emotionally loaded parts of health. Yep, it's food. Specifically, the belief that we have to earn our food, and why that mindset, combined with our modern food environment, keeps so many of us stuck. So let me ask, raise your hand if you ever thought this. I can't have dessert unless I've worked out. I ate something bad, so I need to burn it off. I've been good all week, so I can cheat today. If that's you, you're not alone. I'm raising my hand. I've said at least one of those things, maybe all of them. So the diet culture trap. Diet culture has conditioned us to see food as moral, good versus bad, clean versus dirty, earned versus undeserved. This kind of thinking creates a cycle of guilt, over restriction, and binging, all of which damage our relationship with food and our bodies. Here's what the science says. Food is more than just calories. It's information for your body. The nutrients or lack of them. So the nutrients or the lack of them in what we eat directly influences energy levels, hormone balance, inflammation, and metabolism. The research is clear. Ultra-processed foods, refined sugars, and industrial seed oils like soybean, canola, and corn oil are linked to chronic inflammation, metabolic issues, and a higher risk for heart disease. That doesn't mean you need to obsess over every bite, but it does mean your body will thrive when the majority of your meals are built from whole, minimally processed foods, and also quality proteins, healthy fats from natural sources like avocado, olive oil, nuts and seeds, some seeds, and also butter, fiber-rich fruits and vegetables. So here's why restriction still doesn't work. Even knowing the science, the answer isn't harsh restriction. Why? Because extreme rules almost always backfire. The goal is to crowd out less nourishing foods by filling your plate with nutrient-dense options. So the choice to limit harmful foods becomes natural, not forced. Today's action step: pick one meal today and make it from whole, minimally processed ingredients. Use healthy fats like olive oil, avocado, or butter. Add colorful vegetables. Choose a protein source that supports your body. Eat slowly, without distractions, and notice how your body feels afterwards. So just a little bit, kind of back up a little bit here. I've had a love-hate relationship with food, as many of us probably have. So I've gone from eating whatever I want, whenever I want, don't care, to trying different things that work for me. So I did this elimination diet, which wasn't really restrictive. It just eliminated foods out of my diet for, I think I did it for 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. And then I slowly started introducing stuff back in and noticing when I introduced those things back in, how did I feel? What was my body doing? How did I feel with those particular foods? And I came to find out that there are certain foods that, for me, increase my inflammation, make me feel overly bloated, even when I haven't eaten that much. So I've learned how my body reacts to certain foods. And so then I can minimize those or completely eliminate them. Not because I'm trying to be restrictive, but because I know how my body reacts to them. And so now I can work with my body to eat the foods that are better for me and better for nutrition. They support my hormone health, metabolic health, all of those things. So it's not about restricting, it's about limiting and knowing what foods work for my body and what foods don't. For me, I am a very high protein, low carb, so high protein, high fat, low carb, and attempt to be low to no sugar. The attempt there is I have a very, very bad sweet tooth, and chocolate just is so good. And when I say limit sugar, it's for me, it's all sugar. So that includes the vegetable or the fruits, because some fruits are higher in sugar than a Hershey's candy bar. So it's not so much that I'm diabetic, although that does tend to run in my family. I try to make sure that I'm not doing anything that's going to spike my insulin or cause me to then become diabetic. Inflammation is big for me. At 53, I want to make sure that I have great joint health and I eliminate or minimize the inflammation that comes with certain foods. So that's just me. So let's back up again and let's talk about what today's action step, just so we are back on track. So again, just pick one meal today and make it from whole, minimally processed ingredients, using fats like olive oil, avocados, or butter. Add some colorful vegetables. Choose a protein source that supports your body. So beef, chicken, turkey. If you're vegan or vegetarian, your protein sources that you typically use for that. I have never been vegetarian or vegan, so I'm not going to even try to guess where those vegetable sources come from or those protein sources come from. Anyway, choose a protein source that supports your body. Eat slowly without distractions, and then notice how your body feels afterwards. Does it have more? Are you less tired? I know a lot of times when we eat those heavily carbed, sugary meals, we tend to crash, like if at lunch. So if at lunch, if we have a lot of high carbs, a lot of sugar, then midday you kind of hit that wall and you crash and you just you need something more. So try to prioritize protein over everything else, protein and healthy fats over everything else. And just see how your body feels. Okay, so let's reframe this. Food is not a reward or a punishment. You don't need to earn the right to eat, but you do have the power to choose the foods that fuel you physically and emotionally. So thank you for joining me today. Tomorrow on day 6, we're going to talk about facing the mirror with kindness and honesty and learning to see yourself without judgment. I know this episode was a little hopefully it didn't feel soapboxy. I wanted to do facts. I'll list some research notes in there. So this is, I have a certification in nutrition, and I know there's been a lot of research recently on different things. So I'm not here to replace your doctor. You need that. That's not my goal here. But I just wanted to take a moment to talk about that, to talk about food and how it is not the enemy, and you don't have to earn your right to eat. Food is nourishment for your body. It's what fuels you. It's what keeps you going. And overly restricting it and not allowing the right nutrients to get into your body is going to cause you more harm in the long run than it does in the short term. So until tomorrow, remember, you are worthy of nourishing food, and your body deserves the very best fuel you can give it. I'll see you tomorrow.